We're at 7:18 on a Friday morning, and it's time for a Give Local York interview as we lead up to the May 7th. That's 1 week from today. Our May 7th Big Give, Mark. I'm excited about that this year. $3.5 million we collected last year during a COVID year where it was virtual, and we're looking forward this year to doing even better as you show what a giving community you are by helping out a lot of the local nonprofits. And one of those local nonprofits is Creative York. And Mindy Christian is with us this morning to talk about what Creative York does. They inspire creativity in the community, for starters, but she'll tell you how they do all that. Mindy, good morning. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing great.
Well, it's great to have you in this morning. Now, Creative York is a 501c3 nonprofit arts center, but that doesn't even begin to tell the story because you do it through a whole lot of creativity in the community through arts education, gallery experiences, outreach programs. Again, that doesn't tell the whole story. Take us inside what Creative York really does.
Oh, absolutely. So we have an art center in downtown York. We feature 2 art galleries, and then we have a ceramic studio. We have art classes for all ages, and we do several community outreach programs. So not only do we have arts inside the building, but we go out into the community and provide art activities for all ages and all socioeconomic backgrounds. We've been in the community for 31 years doing this work.
Yeah, since 1990 you got started. And, one of the you talk about, people say, well, the arts help to color our community. It gives our community color. It gives our community depth and beauty. And I think that's one of the things that I love. I look around our community, I see the artwork, the murals on the side of buildings, and I see what people are able to do out there, so many times, and gives us the confidence to discover, express our imagination. One of the things that you do is you really help to provide a focused effort to reach at-risk kids in the city of York. Tell us about that, because that's an award-winning program in the parks that you've been doing a number of summers.
Yes. So this is our 28th summer doing our Art in the Parks program. And that is working with kids that just show up in the park to create with us. And through that program, we're not only making a connection with the kids, but we're also teaching respect for others, group decision making, talking about teamwork, and having fun. So a lot of the kids that show up to do that program in particular, sometimes it's not just about the kids getting the experience, but also the volunteers having that experience with the kids as well. So that's the way I got involved in the organization many, many moons ago.
You talk about that's a great way for positive self-expression, and you've helped more than 600 kids yearly. But one of the things that I like about that I was reading about, the social skills. So many times in a day and age where we talk about social media and being, locked into our smartphones and all that stuff, here's a chance for you to work with other people and sit down and actually learn how to converse a little bit, right?
Yes, because there's times that, and just working with, anyone, but, and working with those kids, there's times where, someone wants the same art supply or whatnot. How do you work that out? Or, if someone doesn't like or says something about somebody's artwork that's not necessarily nice, we talk about those things. So a lot of things can come through with creating artwork with anyone, really, and kids in particular.
I was talking with a friend this week, and we were talking about when you see people walking past, you're watching a history book, and sometimes with kids or even adults sometimes when they walk on by, there are undiscovered talents that just need to be unlocked. And it seems like Creative York is pretty good at helping to unlock some of those undiscovered talents, right? Have you had any situations where you've seen that kind of come out in your time with Creative York?
Yeah, there's been moments and over the years was working with kids that have come for art class or a camp and now are animators out in California or, living in New York, having a career in art. So whether it's kids or adults that come through, we have someone who reignited their creativity through our adult classes, went back to college for art, and is now being a successful artist in our community. So we're really proud of that artist in particular.
That's pretty fantastic. Now, for people that are sitting there and they're looking, okay, I'm going to put my money out there somewhere during the Big Give Day, 24 hours of giving here in York. How would you use the money? How would that help your organization out, Mindy? Tell us about that.
So for us, we use the money for scholarships for our community to take a class at our facility because not everyone has the income to sign up for a class. We also have that money that goes towards programs for our youth. So one of those programs being Art in the Parks. And then we currently are supplying art kits for kids. So because of COVID last year, we weren't able to get together in person. So we started creating art kits where we've been giving out to kids at different community events. Last summer, we partnered with the York County Food Bank to hand out those kits. So this summer, when we go into the parks specifically to do Art in the Parks, we are still going to play it safe and actually have art kits for all the kids so they have their own supplies to use when we're creating with them this summer.
Wow. Just one of the many ways your monies are going to go to help people and help people to open up their artistic abilities, and particularly kids, at-risk children, right here in York. Now, you can visit creativeyork.org. That's creativeyork.org to learn more about all the things that they do to inspire creativity in our community. But, Mindy, what a great following you have. What a great calling you have. And I hope people really consider you for the big give next week when Give Local York opens up that 24 hours of giving. creativeyork.org. Check it out. Mindy, enjoyable talking to you this morning. Keep up the great work, will you please?
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Mindy Christian here from Creative York. And again, check creativeyork.org on the web. And remember them next week during the Big Give on May 7th, 24 hours of giving. We'll be covering it all here on WSBA. It's 724.